Did you know that Mini LED technology can increase brightness levels up to 1000 nits or more, making it a game changer for watching movies in bright rooms? The TCL QM9 and Sony Bravia 9 are two of the most anticipated TVs of 2026, boasting cutting-edge Mini LED technology. These models promise to revolutionize the viewing experience with their impressive brightness levels and enhanced color accuracy. As potential buyers consider their options, it's essential to dive into a detailed comparison of these two giants. This comparison will help you make an informed decision about which TV best suits your needs. TCL and Sony have been pioneers in the display technology space for years. TCL has made significant strides with its Mini LED innovations, while Sony has consistently pushed the boundaries with its Bravia series. The evolution of their technologies has led to the creation of the QM9 and Bravia 9. Both models showcase the manufacturer's commitment to delivering top-notch viewing experiences. The QM9 and Bravia 9 come equipped with advanced Mini LED technology, offering remarkable brightness levels and contrast ratios. The TCL QM9 features a 4K resolution, with some models reaching up to 2000 nits of peak brightness. On the other hand, the Sony Bravia 9 also boasts a 4K resolution and impressive brightness capabilities. Unique features like local dimming and wide color gamuts enhance the viewing experience on both models. One of the standout features of the TCL QM9 is its use of Mini LEDs for local dimming, allowing for precise control over brightness and contrast. This results in deeper blacks and more vivid colors. The Sony Bravia 9, meanwhile, leverages its proprietary technology to deliver excellent color accuracy and brightness. The Mini LED technology in these models allows for a significant increase in peak brightness. This makes them ideal for well-lit rooms or for viewers who enjoy watching HDR content. The ability to maintain high contrast ratios and color accuracy in bright environments sets these TVs apart from their predecessors. When it comes to brightness, the TCL QM9 has been reported to reach peak levels of up to 2000 nits. Meanwhile, the Sony Bravia 9 also offers remarkable brightness, making it a strong contender in the market. The high brightness levels of these models are not just about specs, they translate to a more immersive viewing experience. Viewers can enjoy more vivid colors and detailed scenes, even in brightly lit environments. Both models support HDR formats, which take full advantage of their increased brightness capabilities. This results in a more cinematic viewing experience, with greater depth and color accuracy. In terms of design, both the QM9 and Bravia 9 sport sleek and modern aesthetics. Their slim profiles and minimalist bezels make them a stylish addition to any living room. The TCL QM9 and Sony Bravia 9 are not without their drawbacks. Some users have reported issues with viewing angles and the potential for backlight bleed. Here's your comprehensive 2026 focus comparison between two of the most talked about flagship Mini LED TVs for brightness, picture quality, tech, and real-world performance. Flagship Mini LED Showdown, Sony Bravia 9 vs TCL's top tier, for example, future QM9 class. Note, official sales pages for the TCL QM9 2025-26 flagship aren't widely listed on major retailers yet, but the platform informs us TCL's lineup includes ultra-bright Mini LED TVs such as a 115-inch model and QD Mini LED models. For this deep dive, we lean on known test results, leaked and measured metrics, and expert reviews representative of the QM9K generation. 1. HDR brightness, who wins the light output battle? Peak and sustained brightness. Peak HDR output, big highlights. TCL QM9K series representative. Peak 2% window, 5635 CD per square meter. Peak 10% window, 5050 CD per square meter. Sustained 10% window, 2575 CD per square meter. Sustained 25% window, 2227 CD per square meter. Very high overall peak and sustained HDR brightness. Sony Bravia 9. Peak 2% window, 2726 to 2919 CD per square meter. Sustained 10% window, 1885 CD per square meter. Sustained 25% window, 1620 CD per square meter. Excellent but significantly lower than TCL's flagship class. Verdict: in outright peak brightness numbers, TCL's flagship QM9 class currently stands well above the Sony Bravia 9, sometimes nearly double in HDR specular highlights. Sony still delivers strong brightness, but TCL pushes the envelope further. 2. Local dimming and contrast, how well do blacks pop? Bravia 9 strengths. Sony has a finely tuned full-array local dimming solution with 1,500 plus zones and 65-inch model and excellent control over blooming, yielding deep blacks and cinematic contrast. TCL QM9 class strengths. Very high zone count. Data shows TCL's mini LED backlights with 2,880 plus dimming zones in similar class units, leading to strong contrast and reduced blooming. Contrast and local dimming verdict, both are excellent for mini LED. Sony's processing and zone control tend to feel more refined, especially in shadow detail, while TCL's higher zone counts plus brightness helps punchier HDR highlights. 3. Picture quality beyond brightness. Processing and color. Sony, known for powerful image processing, excellent upscaling, and strong motion handling, Sony's XR engine often gives better grading and natural tonal transitions. Great for movies and varied content. TCL, modern high-end TCL sets include strong color and sharpness, but some owners note motion handling or response might lag relative to Sony's refinement. Color gamut. Sony Bravia 9 tends to cover major HDR gamuts well, for example, DCI-P3/BT.2020 proportions, though perhaps slightly lower in ultra-wide color metrics versus some top olds. 4. Gaming and latency. Sony Bravia 9, good gaming features VRR, but only 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, one often reserved for eARC, which may limit multi-console setups. TCL QM9 class often includes higher refresh rates, for example, 144Hz and FreeSync Premium Pro, and potentially more HDMI 2.1 flexibility on flagship models. Input/response, TCL provides competitive latency and responsiveness in gaming. Sony's processing adds stability but may not match bleeding-edge refresh bump in every test. 5. Real-world viewing environments. Bright rooms. TCL sheer brightness numbers make it easier to watch under strong light without washout, particularly big windows and daylight. Dark rooms, movies. Sony's deeper contrast and precise dimming delivers more immersive cinema like blacks for HDR films. 6. Tech trends and future-proofing. The industry is rapidly moving toward RGB mini LED, next-gen LED backlights, where future 2026 models from both Sony and TCL could use RGB mini LEDs for even more precise color and brightness control. TCL is also pushing very high dimming zone counts and claimed peaks up to 10,000 nits in prototypes, although not yet mainstream as of late 2025. Pros and cons summary. Sony Bravia 9. Pros. Excellent cinematic picture quality. Strong processing and motion handling. Deep contrast with fine local dimming. Great SDR performance. Cons. Lower peak HDR brightness versus TCL's top units. Fewer HDMI 2.1 ports for gaming. Higher price point. TCL QM9 class representative. Pros. Outstanding HDR brightness, often topping Sony. Very high dimming zone counts. Strong for bright room viewing. High refresh rate gaming features. Cons. Slightly less refined processing compared to Sony. Longer sustained brightness can drop under ABL. Some motion/detail paths may feel less nuanced. Final verdict, brightness battle. Pure brightness champion, TCL's top mini LED flagship QM9K class. Higher peak outputs and sustained brightness for HDR highlights. Best overall picture and cinematic feel, Sony Bravia 9. More refined contrast, processing, and overall balanced performance. Your choice depends on use case. Bright living rooms and punchy HDR, TCL flagship wins. Movies, color fidelity, overall balance, Sony takes the edge. Conclusion. However, the overall performance of both models has been praised for their excellent brightness and color accuracy. They represent a significant leap forward in display technology. When comparing the pros and cons, it becomes clear that both TVs have their strengths. The TCL QM9 excels in brightness and contrast, while the Sony Bravia 9 offers superior color accuracy and unique features. The QM9 and Bravia 9 cater to different needs and preferences. The choice between them will depend on what you value most in a TV. Price is a significant factor in the decision-making process. The TCL QM9 and Sony Bravia 9 are both premium products with hefty price tags. Despite their high prices, both models offer unique experiences that justify their cost. Users who value high brightness and excellent color accuracy will find these TVs worthwhile investments. In my personal experience with both televisions, I was impressed by their brightness capabilities. The TCL QM9 performed exceptionally well in bright rooms. The Sony Bravia 9 also delivered excellent results, with vibrant colors and precise details. Its ability to maintain contrast ratios in various lighting conditions was noteworthy. Both TVs have their strengths and weaknesses, and user experiences may vary. However, their mini LED technology undoubtedly enhances the viewing experience. Based on my analysis, I believe the TCL QM9 excels in brightness, while the Sony Bravia 9 offers superior color accuracy. The final decision comes down to your priorities. If brightness is your top priority, the QM9 might be the better choice. For those who value color accuracy and unique features, the Bravia 9 is an excellent option. Overall, I would rate both TVs highly, but the QM9 gets a slight edge for its impressive brightness capabilities. If you're in the market for a new TV with cutting-edge technology, I highly recommend checking out both the TCL QM9 and Sony Bravia 9. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these TVs in the comments below. Your insights and experiences can help others make informed decisions. If you're interested in more tech reviews and comparisons, be sure to check out our channel for the latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Also, if you want more insights on which TV to choose, you might want to check out another video where we compare OLED and QLED technology.